Yo, it's the Latin Bass Assassin. What's up? What's happening? And we are back. Now, if we are on the water, then odds are that we fixed our problem with the truck. And we did. Thank the good Lord that we fixed the issue with the truck. Saved ourselves a little bit of cheddar. I don't even think I like cheddar that much. I much prefer, let's say, mozzarella or something along those lines. Cheddar, it's alright, but not like that fake cheddar cheese, you know? Washalo bros! Jeremiah, what's happening, dog? What up, Faith? Road Unlimited Creel. The real deal Creel. And go Dodgers! It's gonna be a good day. And all my homies gonna ride today. And all we wanna do is, oh, I forgot. And all this water looking fly today. And all we wanna do is catch a 5 today. It's gonna be a good day. And ain't no hater gonna cry today about me fishing my way. You can save that trouble for another day. It's gonna be a good day. We got ourselves a Go Dodgers from Amanda. What up, Amanda? What's happening, Al? Colin, but you're not gonna be crying about the fishing, dog. You're gonna be crying about the game potentially, bro. But we're just gonna go out here, pick a spot real close, bros. We ain't even gonna go far because we gotta get back for that game. And ain't no hater gonna cry today. We are not going far. We're gonna try and get the streak to stay alive. Now, we're gonna also try and stay alive after we go over these wakes. Let's see what happens. Oosh. Engage the core. Oosh, oosh. I can add Amanda to the list of Dodgers fans on the Rodcast. Yes. Yes. Yo, Cannon, what's happening? Yo, Cannon. Let's see if we can get Cannon a BBL. I don't know about that. These BBLs have been hiding from me, bro. It's like they ain't got no love. But yes, we're gonna try and pick a couple off as though we're the players, as though we're the Vikings defense and Carson Wentz is, because we're out here to pick off one or two. Then we got to go see this game. Okay. Battery is not even charged. My phone battery. Cuvo yakety yak. Welcome back. Oh yeah. Let's quickly, well, clearly I've gone over the spot. Whatever. Oh, what about a top water, huh? So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, the status of my truck, both CV axles have been changed, have been replaced by newer extended CV axles. So now I'm gonna say that it did take me about 5 working hours to replace both of them. So that gentleman who quoted me, yo, what's up, Susie? That gentleman who quoted me at whatever automotive place that I asked for a quote, that gentleman who quoted me 5 hours, he was correct. But keep in mind, guys, I am a novice, a noob, as it were. Hopefully Moon's listening right now because he likes to call me a noob. That freaking noob. But we got ourselves a crappie. Oh, washallow. This crappie, that's a weird way to eat that crappie. What? It, bros. He's kind of probably regretting it now, but that is one way of eating a jerkbait. I would suggest against it. Bro, thought, but instead he realized, I got myself a little bit of trouble. So yes, the mechanic that quoted me 5 hours, he was correct. But remember, dudes, I'm a noob. It took 5 hours and I had tools that I didn't have. So this is not a streak extender, bros. This is just a crappie. Let's let him go. He was not big enough for my taste. So let us continue. Ah, Moon coming in with the noobs. This freaking crappie has got all kinds of gross crappie slime on me. So yeah, bros. Now there was one complication that I had, and it was self-induced. I have to still have one solution that I need to solve, but we successfully replaced it. So, saved ourselves $700 because apparently that's how much it would have cost, but decided to not pay the $700 and try our hand at being a mechanic. Now, we are only one when it's necessary. If it's something that is like too complex, like elaborate, like I gotta raise the vehicle and do all kinds of stuff, I'll be like, yeah, never mind. But this was doable, I guess. Makes it easier when there's no rush. I have, in case you guys don't believe me, I have 0 bloody knuckles. 0 bloody knuckles. So that was a benefit. I was like, ah, man, I'm gonna have bloody knuckles from punching. Ooh, was that grass? That was an interesting situation there. Under house arrest. Dang, bro. It's a good thing I talked to Al before he got under house arrest. I don't know what he got into. You know, sometimes life gets us into some weird situations, and apparently Al is now under house arrest. I didn't read all the comments, so I don't know exactly what's going on. Ms. Bait will enjoy the $700. Well, hopefully not. I mean, they could have a portion of it, but, and it was 700 and change, but I'll say that I saved about 700 because, now I'm not gonna say who, but there was we'll call him a gentleman. There was a gentleman, because I did have to buy some tools, right? Like I had to buy like an impact socket, this, that, and the other. And then I had to buy a torque wrench, which I'm going to say there's a gentleman who advised me against buying that torque wrench and said, why are you buying a torque wrench? And I said, so I could torque it to specifications. Then I immediately asked this gentleman, wait a second, so you're telling me you don't torque stuff to specifications? Ah, oh, son of a fish. That was definitely a bass, but that gentleman told me, no, he does not torque stuff to specifications. And again, that gentleman will remain nameless, but it was crazy. Oh, you don't want to mess with the garage springs, bro. That's where I draw the line, because those can kill. It will kill if you don't know what you're doing, bro. So I would much rather not. Because if it's a job that could potentially get me killed, well, then I'm paying somebody, because I don't have the expertise. So I'm going to rely on their expertise to come through clutch. You know what I'm saying? So like if it's something on my roof, then I'm going to be all like, yo, dog, you get up there. Somebody else can get up there. You guys got the tools, the webs. So yeah, Al, I'll definitely call a garage door tech or whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called. I ain't messing around with stuff like that. Springs under compression, no thank you. One mistake and it could cost you. Bromance! Bromance, it will kill. The moderator has been watching Forged in Fire, and so that is why. You know, Bromance, you know it will kill your mega bass. It will kill. Oh, it's not even cold, bro. I just have this hooded sweatshirt with a pouch. I only have it on because eventually it will get cold. It's actually kind of hot right now. The sun is. Well, hold on. Who is this Mr. Sevilla saying that he met? Is he talking about me? Mr. Sevilla, you met me and I'm super cool? Hey, you know, I got you, bro. I feel you right there, dog. I can't believe Mr. Sevilla said he met me and it was cool. And that I'm super cool. Wow. Wow. Probably the only nice thing he's ever said. So we got one crappie and one unknown. We got time, we got time. Well, I don't think they're knife shows, bro. I think they're sword shows. Oh, sorry about that. Sword shows. So, it's gonna be off with your head. I ain't worried about being shanked, bro. I'm worried about her saying, hey, I think there's something in the sink. And I'll be like, what? I don't think there's anything in the whoosh. And then when I'm down there, bro, even though I know that you can't talk because your head without wind coming out of your lungs or air coming out of your lungs, you can't do the little vocals and whatnot. So I won't be able to say it, but I will turn to her and I will be like, it will kill. That is what would happen. Even though I know logically it's not possible, I will somehow make it happen just so that I could haunt her dreams. And she'll be all like, oh my God, it will kill. That's all I hear now. Oh, like a dog and pony. All I know is she watches it, bro. I don't know. It seems like a lot of work. Like after I did the chingle dingles on my truck, I was like, okay, cool, I saved some money. It is some work, but like then if I had to go make some swords and stuff, I'll be like, bro, I ain't got the energy to make a sword right now. I could make you a dagger. How about a little dagger? One of these little secret daggers that you can, like, you know, murder somebody with, but very quietly. How about that? But not an entire, like, katana out of raindrop Damascus or whatever they call it. I have no idea. I just repeat words that I've heard in my life. And sometimes they're not even the right words. Sometimes it's just words that sound like the other words. And I'm like, well, that sounds close enough. Raindrop Damascus. I don't even know what it is. Don't know how to spell it. Don't know any of that. I just know that I sort of heard something like that. Oh, stuff out of the rusty hooks. Down here just reading the chat and I catch myself a second crappie? What in the crappie is going on here? Now this one I might keep. Moderator, do you want this crappie right here? I believe it to be legal size. Would you like to have this crappie, moderator? I'm just gonna be messing around with these dumb old crappies. Let me do a little size check here. I'm pretty sure it is the right. This is a 12-inch crappie. I believe the legal limit. Moderator, let me double check with you. Do you want this crappie? Well, I just swiped away my own chat, so let me see. Okay. In degrees. Let me throw it in my super clean live well. That might have been the other fish that bit and got off. It might have been a crappie. Bro, Sin Fronteras, what up, dog? I have a winter suit, bro, but like then I gotta it's kind of like your boat. I got to get winterized. You know what I'm saying? Because like I got to get prepared for it. I don't like it right now. I don't want it to be that cold. So, because then I'm going to have to play dress up. I'm going to get all dressed up here. And then I'm going to take it all off. And then you guys are going to start throwing dollars at me. And I'll be like, relax, relax, guys. Don't get crazy. And then I'm going to have to put it all back on. So it just gets kind of annoying. Now, if it is straight cold and we're going to be cold all day, okay, then let's do that. Because then I just leave the stuff on and I freeze, which is not a problem. We'll figure it out. Oh, speaking of taking stuff on and off, guys, I want to show you guys while I was doing my best impression of being a mechanic. Well, look at that. Well, that got a little bit bigger, but you know, we're still wearing it. And the other side, well, just the same, though I think the other side kind of held steady. But these are the same shoes that we've been wearing for a while. Can we get a live well update? So I'm getting a call from my sister, but I'm not gonna answer it because I ain't got time for that. I'm trying to continue the streak. We don't got time for sisters while we're trying to continue a streak here that goes past like the years that she's known me. Nobody cares about that. We are here to continue the streak of consecutive non-zeros. And we can't do that by talking to her and be like, hey, what's up? And she'd be like, oh. And I'm going to be all like, yo, relax, I'm live. What's your deal? But also, I did get a visit from the Tino Ferry. Today, I got a visit from the Tino Ferry. It was amazing. Do I need a new set of slippers? Nah, bro. They're gonna last me for at least one more season. But yeah, I got a visit from the Tino Ferry. So here's the thing, guys. This is how it went down, as we always keep it real here on the Rodcast. I was there. I was chilling, trying to. The work was done over 2 days because the impact wrench that I had purchased, from Wally's World, it seemed to have died, like literally, like it died, bros. Like I'm talking about the battery doesn't charge anymore. None of that stuff works. And this was a brand new impact wrench. So the first Chingle Dingles, it took it off. And I was like, all right, cool. So then when I tried to get the other Chingle Dingles off, it did not. It was all like, brrrah, 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 brrrah. And that's what I like about these impact wrenches, because the ones that I buy, they're all out here and they're like, brrrah, 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 brrrah. So then I'm all like, ooh, dude, I'm gonna bust some rhymes while I'm listening to this. I'm like, brrrah, brrrah, brrrah. And I'm gonna be like, I'm out here taking off these brrrah, brrrah. And you know, so I was gonna get all in the flow. But then it stopped and it wouldn't work anymore. And I was all like, dog, you cut me off, son. I was already about to bust some mechanic freestyles, you know, just to entertain me and the moderator. But I couldn't do it, bros. So the freaking thing died. Like literal death, bros. It's no longer, it doesn't work. Not that electronics or tools have life, but it no longer will function. So I was like, well, son of a fish. So I couldn't get the other Chingle Dingles off the first day. So I was like, all right, well, we'll figure it out. So I sprayed some Chingle Dingle sauce on it. And then it was all like, all right, maybe it'll loosen it, maybe it won't. And in the morning, I stood on my breaker bar and I was like, well, I don't think that worked. So I was like, you know what? I need to go and get another impact wrench. I need to get another impact wrench. So I was about to go drop some feria. I was like, son of a fish, I gotta go buy one. A real man one. And then I was like, all right, cool. But keep in mind that there was a gentleman who wanted to loan me one because I asked him, hey, bro, is there any way that you got one of these? And he's like, yeah. So come on over, pick it up, and see what's up. And I was like, all right, well, let me see if I can get this Chingle Dingles off with the first one with the breaker bar, and then I won't need to go over there. But I already had the wheel off, and I was like, well, this ain't working. So then we just had Walmart deliver that one, and then it caused the problem. It worked once, but then it interrupted my rhymes, and I couldn't have that. So then after that, the next morning came, which was this morning, and I was like, dude, I can't get this Chingle Dingle nut off, so I'm gonna have to call somebody to give me a ride. So I called the last resort lifeline is what we'll call them. And I was like, yo, bro, or I text him, you awake? And he's like, yeah. I was like, yo, can you give me a ride to Lowe's? He's like, yeah. So that was my brother. I called my brother. You guys know that I really needed help at that time. What are you talking about? You imagined what there? So I call him. He shows up. I feed him breakfast. He's like, all right, let's go, dog. But during that time, surprisingly, and I got to give him props, bro. Surprisingly, my brother, he came in clutch, dog. He was all like, hey, wait, why are you going to buy an impact wrench? And I was like, because I don't have one and I need one, fool. What do you think we're doing? And then he was all like, hey, wait, why don't we just ask these vatos that I work for? They have all kinds of tools and this, that, and the other. And I was like, they're going to hook me up with one? They're going to lend me one? But it needed to be a 1/2 inch because the impact Chingle Dingles for the Chingle Dingles was a 1/2 inch. So he checked, he called them, and they're like, hey, yeah, come on over. We'll let you borrow one. And I was like, all right, cool. So we went over there, and of course, there were theatrics on the way over there, but we won't discuss those. So we go over there, we get the thing, and that thing, it was like a Milwaukee 1/2 inch. So I was like, this will probably work. And the people who lent me that impact wrench, they are, I believe, and my brother can correct me if I'm wrong, it was Nully Chicken Farms, I believe. But my brother says dumb stuff, so I don't even know. I believe it's Nully Farms. So props to Nully Farms for helping me out. They end up hooking me up with that impact wrench, and it took a couple of brats. But I mean, I was all like, oh, son of a gun, this is not gonna take it out. But after a while, it did give way. It was like, and then it came off, and I was like, oh yeah. And then we continued about handling business. So I believe it was Nully Chicken Farms. Maybe Nully. I don't know. Maybe my brother's stupid. But yeah. And so my brother, he hung around while this was all happening, dog. And you can only imagine if he is texting me or talking to me on the phone, you guys know that I'm distracted by his stupidity. So you can only imagine what happened when he was there live. I'm there, I'm trying to do stuff, boom, boom, boom. And he's questioning everything that I'm doing. Like if I got stuck in an area, he's all like, hey, wait, you sure you know what you're doing? I was like, fool, I took the other one off. I already did the other one. Like, what's the deal? And keep in mind, he does not know anything about what's going on. But he is quick to ask if I know what the heck is going on. And I'm like, bro, just don't worry about it. We're good. And every freaking, oh, bro, it was every single, like, potential roadblock. Wait, I don't think you know what you're doing. I'm like, what the wait, are you sure that you're, and I was like, dude, I'm sure. Wait, why don't you Google it? And I was like, I just took the other one off. And he's all like, I don't know about that. And the whole time, bro, in fact, this guy goes over to my, oh, it was beautiful. So it was beautiful, bro. This guy goes to my house. And while I'm messing around, you know, getting slightly frustrated because this one was taking a little bit longer than the other one. And thank you, Creel, for saying that I'm hot. Because I believe that Dead Rabbit said, don't let the motor get hot. And then you said, I believe it's the operator. So by that, I believe you were saying that I'm hot. But I'm taking Creel. So, I mean, flattered, but no thank you. So I was there and he was just, I mean, everything was, it's almost like he was trying to set me off. Like just trying to push my buttons. You know how brothers do. I'm like, all right, this guy's an idiot. And he looks at my yard. And I don't know what he was even looking at, but he looks at my yard and then he says, hey, wait. And I was like, what's up? And he goes, you got an ugly yard. And I'm like, what the what? I was like, wow, bros. You think I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, wait, you got an ugly yard. I'm like, dude, what are you even talking about right now? He's like, yeah, bro, I used to work on yards. So I'm just saying, you've got an ugly yard. And I'm like, what the? I'm going to punch this fool in his face. Now my yard is just grass. So I don't even know what the heck he's talking about. But then he tells me, nah, bro, it doesn't look like you have like all grass. It looks like you got weeds and stuff. And I'm like, dude, how hard or how high does this torque wrench go? Because I'm about to torque the shit out of somebody right now, bro. This torque wrench that I just bought, I'm gonna torque the shit out of him. And he was just there and I was like, hold on, dog. So you're gonna come to my house, and tell me that I've got an ugly yard, but keep in mind, you don't have a yard at all. But you're gonna come, I mean, I guess he could still have an opinion on what's an ugly yard, even though he doesn't have a yard. But he just told me, you got an ugly yard. That is like somebody coming over and to your house, comes over to your house, and you're just there for something else, and then he says, hey, bro, you got an ugly baby. And I'm like, what? Does this guy want me to punch him? I couldn't believe it, bros. What was his deal? I didn't know what his deal was. He was trying to, I don't know, make me punch him. So, I don't know. It took a lot to stay composed and get the job done. I was like, man, this fool, what the heck? Like, I'm about to, I don't know, unleash some fury on this guy. It was crazy. Who goes to someone's house and just says, yo, bro? So keep in mind, guys, he's come to my house. I've invited him into my house. We've broken bread together. We ate sausage and egg sandwiches that the moderator made. And then, oh, bro, he has the audacity to ask, hey, who made these sandwiches? And I'm like, bro, Jennifer just made these sandwiches. And then he's like, okay, is this homemade bread? And I was like, bro, what the oh, he was going crazy, dudes. He was about to get beat. Dude, like he told me, he said, hey bro, you got an ugly yard. And I know because I used to work, you know, landscaping. And I was like, that's great, bro. But what do I care? Like, what, I'm over here with my truck player. I'm not over there looking at my yard. One day I'll look at my yard, bro, but I don't got time, not now. So that was, I just couldn't believe it, bros. I didn't understand this guy. How does he come to my house and then talk shit about my house? It was crazy. It was crazy. And the best part was that he eventually left. And then I was all like, oh my God, it is so much easier to work with this fool not here. Because I'm telling you guys, with him there, I was like, oh my God. Now, we always keep it real here. So he did help me because I had to pry off this chingle dingles. So I pried it down and I said, okay, dude, I need you to smack this other thing with that pry bar right there. And so he smacks it. And then he tells me, he proceeds to, as soon as he smacks this chingle dingles free, he proceeds to tell me, hey, Way, you're lucky I'm here, Way. And I was like, why? Because, Way, if I wasn't here, who was gonna do that? I was like, oh my God, bro, oh my God. So I'm thinking the moderator's right here, she could have done that. Or I was like, I don't know, bro. Maybe the neighbor who did that the last time when you weren't here. And that's how we got the chingle dingles off. And then he's all like, nah, Way, it's a good thing that I'm here. And I was like, ooh, this freaking guy. But, I mean, good times, I guess. I guess that's what you call them. I guess you call those good times. If I wasn't too scared to go over to his house, because, you know, he's got like year-round Halloween over there with the lechuza. If I wasn't too scared to go over to his house, I almost want to go to his house and basically Rick James him. I'd be like, hey, you got a shitty couch, bruh? And I'll put my feet in it and I'll be like, ah, yeah, your couch is shatty. This Sequoia couch right here, oh yeah, that's a shatty couch. And just go around everywhere at his house and just talk shit about him. But nah, bros, I won't do that. I'm just gonna be all like, okay, bro, whatever. You're a dum-dum. Say whatever you want. If my grass is not to your liking, it's a good thing you don't live here so that that grass can't be seen from your house. Now, if it keeps you awake at night, then my grass has like a weed or two in there, then I apologize, bro. But you could always come work on my grass for free because I ain't paying you. Whatever the case is, bros. All I'm saying is, he's tripping. The lechuza, bro. That's why I won't go over to his house, dog. Because then the lechuza will know, oh, okay, that's his vehicle. Those are his plates. And I'm going to be all like, lechuza, I have no beef with you, but stay away from me. Your beef is with my brother, not me. I do not want anything to do with any lechuza voodoo. Moodoo, still don't want anything to do with it, but I can't get around it. Lechuza voodoo, that is a little more potent. Oh, and then my brother tells me, bros, he's like, hey, wait, I'm gonna take off. I gotta go wash my clothes. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, dog. I was all like, heck yeah, bro, get out of here. So he tells me he's gonna leave. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then for like 20 minutes, he's leaving. And I'm like, dude, didn't you say you were gonna leave? He's like, yeah, wait, yeah. And I was like, oh, well, take that impact wrench and tell your homies I said thanks because I'm done. He's like, hey, wait, I'll just leave it here and then I'll come back. And I was like, no, just take it to him now because I'm done. Hey, wait, I'll just leave it here and come back. No, just leave. And then I was like, you can come back, but just take it with you because I don't want it here. I don't need it anymore. And he's like, hey, wait, I'll be back. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he does not show up at all the rest of the day. Classic no show Tino. So classic no show Tino. But then he texts me like, I don't know, maybe like 15 minutes before I'm leaving to the rodcast. He's like, hey, wait, I'm gonna go over to your house. I was like, bro, I'm already going. I'm gonna go to the rodcast. And then he's all like, nah, bro, I'll be there in 10 minutes. I was like, why? And this is what I don't understand. He told me, oh, I'm gonna be there so I could tell you bye. What the bro, you already told me bye. That's how you left. No, wait, no, I'm gonna go tell you bye. And I was like, well, I don't understand this guy. So, I don't know, bro. He showed up to my house and then he started talking just crazy stuff. And I'm all like, bro, what is going on here? I gotta go. And he's like, yeah, wait, who cares? And then he proceeds to try and wrestle me. I'm like, dude, what the I gotta go. And okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you the extent of this battle. And I apologize for not looking in the comments just yet. But he ends up trying to like wrestle me. And I'm like, dude, what the heck's wrong with you? And he's like he's just trying to like control my arms and then like get near me. And I was like, dude, get the heck away from me. So I'm there because of course I'm always trying to get this guy to like leave me alone. But he gets closer and more brave and whatever. And I was like, dude, leave me alone. So then he starts proceeding to try and overpower me. And I'm all like, this fool, he ain't got shat on me. And I'm there and I'm just pushing him and moving his arms and whatever. And he's like, hey, wait, I got power. But yet his power causes him to continually go backwards. He's like, I got power. And I'm like, what the you got power? Where, dog? No, wait, no, I got power. But he continues to run away from me. And he continues to back away and whatever. And I'm just going over there. I was like, what? You wanted this, dog? He's like, no, wait, I got power. So then, after he realizes that he doesn't have the power that he thinks. So, I mean, granted, he does have some power because that's how he moves his body around, right? So we all have to have some level of power. So he's moving his body around. And then after I'm like showing him the difference in the power that we have, at that point in time, he's all like, hey, wait, you can't, what the? He's like, hey, wait, you can't get me, bro. I'm agile, I'm fast. You can't catch me. And I was like, oh, so now you're running, huh? And he's like, no, wait, you can't catch me, wait. And now this guy is like the frickin', I don't know what country he was from, but that black guy in Bloodsport, the guy who's like this, bro, and he's just doing this all the time, bro, all the time when he's fighting. He's just moving around. He's like, oh, he's just doing his thing, bro. He's like, whoa, boom, all that shad. So he's just moving around like that, right? He's just doing all his crazy stuff. And now I'm like, okay, what is this guy doing? I'm watching him, bro. He's like, oh, whoa, whatever. And I'm like, dude, what is it? I mean, my brother's not, but the guy in Bloodsport, he's doing all these kicks and all these crazy things, and he jumps on the guy that looks like E Honda. He jumps on E Honda's back, and then he starts going like that, whoosh, whoosh, you know, all that stuff. So my brother, he starts jumping. Fred, every story I tell you on the rodcast, unless I say it beforehand, is real. This is a real story. This is what happened to me today. So he just starts running around everywhere. And he's all like, hey, wait, you can't get me, wait. And I was like, dude, what is going on here? I'm trying to leave. Oh, yeah, wait, but you can't get me. I'm too fast. I'm like, what the? You went from being too powerful to being too fast now. He's like, wait, I got stamina. I was like, dude, I don't think you realize. I think that you're your lubrication makes you think that you have stamina from when you were younger. But I don't think you have that stamina, dog. I think that is your mind not telling you or holding on to something. There's definitely a miscommunication between your body and your mind, because that right there, somebody's lying. Either your body is telling your mind, hey, we got power. We got power and we got stamina. And your mind is like, oh, wow, after all these years and after this hard life that you've lived, we still got power and stamina? Amazing. Or the body's all like, yo, dog, tap out. Tap out. There is no way that you are going to be able. I mean, after the first lock up right there, he should have already known, okay, bro, this ain't going to end in your favor. But he didn't. So potentially his body told him, hey, bro, or told his brain, hey, we can do it, or we can't do it, dog. Abort, abort, abort. And his mind is all like, shut up, body. We still believe, because potentially we got liquid courage, I don't know. We still believe that we can basically take out our little brother. And I'm like, bro, I am little brother by title, but not little brother by ability, dog. So you should probably relax. Yeah, bros. Power and stamina beer. That might be what happened, dude. Because he believes that he has the power and stamina from his high school wrestling days. And I'm like, dude, I don't think you do, dog. But, I mean, there's one way to find out. And it might have to be the hard way, because you're dumb. And I'm just trying to be like a dude who's gonna go fishing right now, but yet you want to mess around. Even though I told you I gotta go fishing, he just any way he can to stop me from doing something. I mean, I'm sure that a lot of people would drink that muscle beer because, I mean, just because it's funny. They'd be like, oh, muscle beer, what's up? But my brother, seriously, I don't know what his deal was. Dudes, and then, stupid spider. Stupid spider web just flew at me. So now we're at a gas station, bro, because he gave me a ride. So we're at a gas station, and then this idiot, I'm like, here, bro, here's some money for gas. So I toss him 10 bucks, right? Toss him 10 bucks. Now, some of you guys might be, hey, bro, you can't even buy a gallon of gas with that, but that is incorrect. So mathematically, you'd be wrong, and actually, figuratively, you would also be wrong. So I give him the 10 bucks, put it on the dash, and then this idiot, he somehow, then he moves it to the center console, and then he gets his Gatorade. And then he comes in from the gas station, gets his Gatorade, and he puts the Gatorade where the $10 was, but then the $10 disappears like it's underneath the seat. And I was like, hey, wait, the 10 bucks I just gave you, they fell in between your seat. Now, here's how he makes sense of this. He says, oh, that's cool, way. And I was like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm giving you money for gas so that you could do what, there's the money. Now you need to know where it went. And he was all like, no way, it's cool. Because one day when I need money, I'm gonna be cleaning out my car. Maybe one day when I need money so that I can go, I think he said, go buy a beer. He said, I'll be cleaning out my car and I won't think that I have any money for beer. And then I'll look and I'll be like, oh, it's my lucky day. And I was like, you're an idiot. But that is what he wanted to. he wants to hide money from himself in secret, like his car's a piggy bank or something. I have no idea what his deal is. But he wants to do something along those lines to trick himself into thinking he had a lucky day. I don't understand it. He boggles the mind. It was insanity today. But we fixed the truck. But let me have a mic off moment real quick. Bromance, now you got me second guessing this past me and future me stuff that I talk about. Because now, if you're equating it to me and that guy, now I'm gonna second guess everything and be like, wait a second, maybe I shouldn't do future me and past me stuff because like this could, if we're now similar, me and my brother, that's gonna be stupid. Dudes, that was the extent of my day. But it may have taken me longer if my brother had stayed longer. So I'll be all like, dudes, I give up. Because I'm gonna be like, you know what, bros? My CV axle, it's starting to ride, like my truck's starting to ride weird. I don't know what it is. And then when the mechanic sees it, he's gonna be all like, well, you have a human body stuck in here. And I was like, well, excuse me now, how did that get there? And then he'd be all like, it's just bones right now, and one of its legs has a titanium rod. I was like, oh yeah, can I have that titanium rod? Because that's what it'll boil down to if my brother had stayed there the entire time. That dude is that grass or the smallest fish in the world? It is grass. Oh, did my toothpick come off? Ah, no wonder. My toothpick came off. So I'm just glad to be on the water. Just glad to be on the water. Now, there was a potential that he would show up, but, you know, my brother is, if there's something you need to learn about my brother has, for about the entire time that we've been alive, he's been a man who, well, not a man, because I don't even think he's a man now, and most of our lives he's not been a man, but yes, moderator, you can do whatever you want. So he's been a guy who, back in the day, we would refer to them, and I mean, they probably still refer to them as this now, but he is a person who is more garden tool over bros. So, you know, you guys should know it. Initials being HOB. So I think he is definitely a hobbit, because he's garden utensils over bros. I mean, garden tools over bros. And maybe that's why he's so good at landscaping, because he is garden tools over bros. And so he's not here with us right now because he's out hanging out with, and I'm not gonna say that this individual is a garden tool. I'm just saying in the general sense, when you talk out in the streets and you say generally, not saying that all or any women are garden tools, but I'm just saying he is one who would definitely fall under the Hobbit, the HOB category. Classic. Hey guys, question, not FYI. What time does this game start so I can know when I have to catch a fish? Yo, I'm just speaking like the streets, Colin. I'm not saying that any or all or particular individuals fall under this category. I'm just saying that that's what the streets say, bro. Like when I call my brother a female canine, I'm not saying that he's literally a female canine or that which is similar to it. I'm just saying he's a female canine. You know what I'm saying? It's just a generalization. I'm like, yo, what up, female canine? And he's like, what are you talking about, Way? And I'm like, oh, nothing, female canine, you good. So you see what I'm saying? It's just a word, bro. The game starts at 11-ish. All right, well, let me check my clock. Yeah, check my clock on my arm. Yeah, that's right, guys. They now have invented wearable clocks. And for those of you who do not believe in wearable clocks, the brand is, their slogan is, yo, we got wearable clocks. And then promptly followed by, so take that, clock suckers. Because those who don't believe in wearable clocks, I mean, you should have known that there were wearable clocks since frickin', what was that vato's name? He had a huge clock right here. Oh, what is his name? It wasn't Humpty. What is that dum-dum's name? So he had a huge clock right here. I don't know what it was. But yes, all I'm saying is wearable clocks. They're good. What? Unlimited will know who that guy is. Because I think he's an East Coast rapper or an East Coast vato loco. I don't know, but he was skinny. Unlimited knows him. I don't remember his name, but Flavor Flav, Washalo. I knew it. I knew Al was gangster when I met him. Yo, GM, I think currently at this stage in life, I don't know what I have more of. Things that I remember or things that I've forgotten. at this stage in life. Remember, GM, I got hit by a car. So to all you guys who don't believe in wearable clocks, Flavor Flav was a trendsetter. Some thought he was crazy. And others realized he was a revolutionary. And Jason didn't like him either way, because Jason was all like, bro, if I have a clock hanging from my neck, it's gonna be, I'm gonna look at it every 5 seconds. It's gonna get weird. Oh, bro. That only happened once, dog. It only happened once. It wasn't my fault. I'm gonna tell you like mystical, it ain't my fault. Did I do that? It ain't my fault. I didn't do it, dog. All right, guys, let's focus. My brother has distracted me. Let us focus to get a bass. Remember, we have a crappie in the live well. I should have stayed there where the crappie were biting, but no can do, buckaroo. Did Unlimited say LOL squared? What the heck? You trying to make us do laugh math? Bro, you crazy. I'm not doing regular math, and I'm not doing laugh math. Mathemagics. Did I do that? It ain't my fault. All right, we gotta get serious, guys, because if we don't catch a fish, we might have to spend the night out here and freaking not watch a Dodgers game. I'll still watch it out here. But I don't think that we are well equipped for night fishing. I just have my hooded sweater with a pouch pocket that I would wear to any country club and be totally, oh, you son of a fish. You want to play? And be totally able to fit in. Puro son of a fish. Into all country clubs. GM has to report on some platform. What are you talking about, dog? Okay, it's time to focus. We've wasted plenty of time on crappie. I call on the power of the Creel Mega Bass. Not even sure why I'm wasting my time with this Mega Bass. Remember, soft jerks, not hard jerks. Hard jerks make it do weird things. Oh, GM, it's gonna take a while to locate, dog. Because I've never actually seen it with my own eyeballs. So, we don't have that time. Maybe once we catch one, then we have that time. We'll go over there. What the heck are you talking about, Rob? Okay, I gotta focus. Forget about Rob talking crazy stuff. Focus on catching a bass, continuing the streak. Winter is coming. That's grass. Cuba old school, what's happening? Time check, 37. Okay. We got roughly about grass. We've got roughly about some amount of time. Come on, baby, one time. Jason is in search of some cats. All right, nothing. I figured these fools would have bit a jerkbait. Crappies did. That's what it is. It's got that crappie taste on it. Come on, baby, one time. Dang, bro, you gonna be playing music for them down there, GM? Washalot, no wonder those big bass are gonna go down there, because he put some PVC and some cypress. They're gonna be out down there, insane in the membrane, insane in the brain, insane in the membrane. Dang, got no, something, got no brain, or something like that. I forgot what it said, but insane in the membrane. Dang, GM is giving all the freaking techniques here. Wow, GM. You put us all on game right there. Play cypress for the fish. Dog. And then I gave them a microphone, so they're gonna be down there. Bro, they're gonna have a freestyle contest like 8 Mile. It's gonna be good. Yeah, Jason, I nailed it. Like, I nailed all the songs that I try and remember, but I don't remember all the words to, but I still just say it anyway, just for the heck of it, because I don't care, bro. All right, guys, are we getting worried? Are we getting concerned that we haven't got a single bite? Except for crappie. Let's not hate on the crappie. Are we concerned? Should we have come out earlier to fish and not any other form of that phrase that I just said? We're just coming out to fish. What's going on here? Oh. Old school saying, yeah, bro, get out of there. It's like old school is watching a scary movie and he's all like, get out of there, he's in the house. And I'm all like, yeah, bro, the fish are in the house, dog, that's what's up. And old school's like, no, go the other way. We'll give this just a little bit longer. This is a northerly wind. What was this? One more cast with this worm. I'll throw a couple times with the jerkbait, and then we're moving. Okay. Come on, Creel. Save me, homie. One time, Creel. Do something helpful for me one time, Creel. 15 minutes till sunset. That is what my wearable clock has said. That is like the 2-minute warning. And the 2-minute warning has been met with the tiniest fish that I let get off because I tried to horse him in. All right. Mega bass and your little girl hooks. Why is the camera facing in that direction? You guys could have seen the little fish come off. My bad, you guys couldn't see it. But let's capitalize. Pop, 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 pop. Let it chill. Pop, 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 pop. Let it chill. It will chill. Oh, that's the second one. Mega bass, you wussy hooked son of a fish. Okay, mega bass. All right. Let's go. Pop, pop, pop. Let it chill. Pop, 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 and let it chill. Pop, 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 pop. Boss, let it chill. It's the hook set, not the hooks. Is it the hook set and not the hooks? You know, Creel, I have been known for having a very feminine hook set, so you might be right, bro. Because every time that I've set the hook on the rodcast, I do it extremely dainty. As the record shows, the daintiness in my hook set is somewhat cutesy and demure. And some people just come to the rodcast to see that. They're like, oh my God, did you see when he set the hook with his pinky out? Amazing! Yes, Creel, I believe that my hook set is the problem. Now that we're thinking about it, Creel, you might have a point. Drag is probably loose. Let's check it. No, it wasn't, Creel. Those little clicks that you heard were not me tightening the drag. They were just me tightening the drag. Could the streak die from a user error? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dang, bro. Good stuff, good stuff. But we keep it real here, guys. So, if my drag was loose, we are sadly not able to confirm nor deny whether the drag was loose, even though multiple clicks were engaged, because we need to first define what loose is. So, potentially, it was perfectly set, and potentially, it was not. Now, I'm gonna go with a maybe it was not. A maybe it was not, and it just was comically funny that I had my drag, as the archers from the olden days say, loose. Whoosh. Ah, yes. What a great time out on the water here, guys. That's grass. What a great time out on the water. Just realizing that the drag is loose. Oh, wait a second. I don't have all messages on either. You guys have been filtered. My bad. Okay, we got some slimy grossness on my hooks. Now I can hook stuff. Wow. That's cool. All right, here we go. 3 more casts here, working it like a champ with his drag set correctly. Because when I was working it like a dummy, with my drag incorrectly set, I missed 2 fish. Remember, slow pops, or gentle pops, I should say. Because if I pop it too hard, the mega bass it could potentially explode underwater. Now that is going to be extremely funny, guys, if the streak dies because I didn't have my drag set right. But anyways, we'll cross that bridge when we never get to it. Last cast here, and then we are going to go to the Hail Mary. We're gonna have to go to the Rip Rap, but we're gonna go on the side that doesn't have this north-ish wind blowing on it. It should have had enough time to get a little warm and toasty for the fish and be all like, yo, what's up, dogs? Just coming through here, trying to catch fish. What's up? I don't even know what kind of a rant Snozook is going on right now, but it has something to do with America. I don't know what he's talking about. Nah, I could have thrown that top water, but we ain't got time for that. All right, guys, we're gonna throw a little Hail Mary, which is a Dallas Cowboy thing. Uh-oh, my phone is dying. It has turned dark. Here we go. We gotta make a move. Where's the other battery? All right, that'll work. La-di-da-di, we came to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. We're just trying to continue a streak here. And all my homies gon' ride today. And all this water looking fly today. And all we wanna do is catch a five today. Hey, it's gonna be a good day. And ain't no hater gonna cry today about me fishing my way. You can save that trouble for another day. Hey, it's gonna be a good day. All right, guys, it's time for us to, as I suggest to all the homies, it's time for us to wrap it up. Wrap it up down this riprap. See what we get. All right. It's gonna be a good day. And all my homies gonna ride today. And they're asking, will the streak die today? Only one way to find out, players. It's gonna be a good day. Here we go, guys. It's game time. I will have to go to the back because I don't think my light is on. Moderator, you might have to leave the light on for me. There's a little bit of eelgrass here. Hopefully it's just this one section right here. I think I sent them back out there with a little bit of eelgrass on them. If it ain't the expert gardener. Grass. I gotta go fix my light real quick. All right, now we're legit. Now we're legit and we don't gotta worry about shad. Oh, looks like a bunch of those stupid bugs. They are right here near these plants. I may have to live with the bugs in order to survive the shriek. Hopefully they're just in these plants. Or maybe they just like hanging out with me. Ha! I don't know if I was hung on a rock right there. Felt fishy. But it came off. Is my drag loose on this too? Doubt it. That was just a check and a click back. There's some eelgrass, not a lot. What did Rob tell Jason not to start with? Because I can only read so much. I gotta stay off the riprap. That north wind is blowing me off the riprap while my bait. It's grass. So I'm gonna have to throw towards the road. Like a good field goal kicker, I'm gonna have to play the wind. Consider me Brandon Aubrey playing the wind to get that game-winning fish. It's a rock. I can feel the rock. So we're good. We'll probably get catfished here. And we are more than likely, if these bugs continue, we're more than likely gonna get butt sludged. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Yo, Snozook, if I had a few $billion laying around, bro, do you think I would have changed my own CV axles, bro? No. I would have just been all like, yo, somebody change these for me. I've got a few billion laying around. So no, sir. I assure you that I do not have a few billion laying around. So wasted cast, eelgrass. When I slap the bait, that is the sign to the eelgrass to get off my bait. What just happened here? I lost. It's about to happen, guys. I can see, I don't know if you guys can see these bugs, but I can see them. They are waiting to land. I don't want these guys landing on me. They're going to, but I don't want them landing directly on my skin. They're gross. I don't know how the skin behaves when it's sludge butted. I might. They're landing. The sun is setting. Come on, baby, one time. Let's get it, baby. One time, son. I'm gonna have to put my mask on. These bugs are getting brave. And my gloves. It was a tug, and it came off like every other fish. What is going on? There's a tug and it came off. Very weird. Very weird. That fish took me out to the water, to the deeper side, and still came off. Bugs are getting serious. The sludge buttery will commence momentarily. And based on what Colin said earlier, he's attempting to have Shohei have some sludge buttery as well. getting closer to the catfish hour. The hour when the catfish come out and bite and then make us think, oh, yay, we got ourselves a fish. Nope, it was a catfish. Rob, that dude said hi. Rock. And ain't nobody, no hater gonna cry today. Let's get it. I do not know the abrasion status on this line because I haven't checked it. One would assume it's very abrased. Rock. Especially with the amount of rocks that I am getting into. We need one of those buzzer beaters. What the heck is going on up here? Wow, that is not... The heck happened here? Jarvis, I need light. All right. Excellent job, Jarvis. Yo, moderator, can you text me what time the game starts so that I can see it on my watch and not have to look down in the chat? Got some sludge. Gracias. Gotta be kidding me, bruh. The slap is to let you know you are not welcome here, grass. Okay. We are running out of riprap. Colin dropped something, but I can't see. We haven't wagered yet. Colin put 5 on it. Colin's got 5 on it. Fishing with Silver and me. Colin's got 5 on it. Grab your fishing pole, homie. Well, Colin, the problem is that I can't look down at the chat right now, because I must stay focused on the riprap. Not a single nibble right here, not even a catfish. Well, technically there was one and then it got away. I gotta lower this because I can't see. Now we can see a little bit better. I can see that GM dropped a dime, but I don't know why. I just know that he did. Come on, baby. One time, son. But either way, I do appreciate that, GM. I don't know what it was for. That was a strike, but no hook set. It was a small strike. I'll give it that. Okay, now we're getting into some eelgrass. That does not bode well for our situation here. I see the trail of eelgrass. We need to stay out of it. That probably landed pretty much in it. I believe there's too much eelgrass here, guys. Where it came from, I don't know. It's not in the middle section. The wind is coming from straight in front of me a little bit, but just a little gentle breeze, nothing crazy. Is it gentle enough to blow this eelgrass towards us? Yes. Yes, it is. God dang, bros. We had a fish and he came off. That is another fish that came off. I thought he was hooked okay. All right, there's another fish. Now, if this fish don't stay hooked on, bros, I don't know what's going on in this world. Mother fun. It's about mother flipping time, dog. All right, that is a little John right there. As soon as I get it, get silver off the water. That is a little John down there that we thank the good Lord for. Just a little John. And this, guys, is why these fools kept coming off. This is how they were hitting it. That right there is going to be a little hard for you to hook a fish when they are hitting it like that. Well, that guy, it seems like they were slapping at these fools. And I finally got one to get in one of these hooks. Thank the good Lord that we finally got our fish. Well, mother fun. This fish right here has continued our streak. So now we can go home and watch this Dodgers game. Though I kind of feel like I need to run this riprap a little bit. But we can go home and watch this Dodgers game, guys. This is just a little Juan. But this little Juan has continued the streak. This little Juan continues the 30 times 5 plus some double-digit number of days of consecutive non-zeros. We cut this one close. This is a buzzer beater. Son of a fish. You have let the streak live on right there. Thank the good Lord that we caught that fish. Now, my dudes, it is what you have been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for It's Time, as the dude from the UFC says. But it is time for This is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because. I don't know why. Because this is the streak that never ends. Dudes, these side-swiping sons of fishes, they are the reason that we went to the brink, bros. To the edge of being free. But no, the streak continues. So if you are a fan, if you guys are a fan of the streak, then congratulations, homies, because it continues. If you guys are not a fan of the streak and you're like, I'm watching this fool because I'm waiting till he ends this godforsaken streak, well, my homies, you will have to watch one more day. God willing, weather permitting, tomorrow we will be out here Now, we will have to come out here early in the morning because remember, guys, we tend to watch some college football for whatever reason we watch it. But we will be out here, God willing, weather permitting, in the morning, try and continue the streak, and then watch some college football. So now I will be watching college football and NBA and whatever else. Oh, and the World Series, forgot about that. I will be watching it tonight, so we will see when all that stupidity ends. It can end at like 1 in the morning here for some reason, since I'm watching stuff out in Cali. It'll be 1 in the morning, so you guys gotta remember, sometimes vampires need sleep. I don't know when, probably during the day. But, yes sir, yes sir, we got the buzzer beater, and the streak continues. The streak continues, homies. I don't know when exactly it is in the cards for this streak to end, but it has to one day. But as everything in life, I will continue until I cannot, for whatever reason. This is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. And I'm telling you guys, it had a good possibility of ending here. I mean, odds are that somewhere down this riprap, these fools would quit playing slap happy games and do something. But it's a long, and I flipped that fish into the boat. I said, forget about it, dog. We're just gonna flip it, see what happens. We'll put our fate in the hands of FC Sniper and see what happens. Thank the good Lord that it was favorable to us, because there were a couple of hook sets and attempted landings that didn't go well for us today. Moderator, do not forget that I have a crappie. Iwashalo, homies. In FC Sniper, we trust. That is correct. Now, Colin, now that we have addressed the elephant in the room, let's call it the woolly mammoth in the room, because we all know the woolly mammoth in the room was whether I was going to keep the streak alive or not. And it has continued. So now we can get on to other items on the agenda. Now Colin wants to know, what is the bet, the wager, the online friendly gentleman's agreement? So what are we talking here, Colin? 1.3 billion? Is that what you want to bet here? Is that why Snazook was saying that we got billions? If you want to bet 1.3 billion, I mean, I'll see if I can get it together, bro. I don't see how I couldn't, but I'll see about it. I just got to know what the number is, Colin. What is the number that you are looking for, bro? Now, remember, it has to be in American monies, bro. It can't be in like loons, because I don't traffic in loons. I don't utilize loons. Okay, there's too much eelgrass here, guys. Dang, it's a good thing we caught it over there, because now there's too much eelgrass out here. Or was there too much eelgrass over there and I just said forget about it? And now I'm all tangled up on my rod. Okay, now I'm free. So Colin, what is the suggested wager that you have? It's entirely up to you, bro. I defer to you to fire the first shot and see what it is. Yes. Yes, Al. I am aware. That's why I let the moderator, or I reminded the moderator so that she can be all like, yo, you got a crappie in there. And I'll be like, oh, okay. Probably a couple more casts and then we're gonna bounce. So Colin, what is your proposed friendly wager here? Because we didn't start all this shad talking for nothing. Now, it need not be monetary, Colin, because I know that when you and Bromance team up, you are going to dwarf my 1.3 billion and be all like, oh, so you think you're all bad bass? Well, here we go. And then you're gonna come out with like 6.7 billion, and I'm like, bro, I don't know if I can do that. Eelgrass, quit hitting stuff on my fish finder. All right, let's see what happens here. Well, hold on. Well, you're gonna wear a Jays cap. What do you want? All right, so you're saying that if the Dodgers lose, then I'm gonna wear a Jays hat. And for exactly how long will I be wearing this Jays hat? I don't even guy what you like. La. L-A-L-A. What? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what. I don't know what's going on over there, Colin. Moderator, I'm coming home. Okay, so let's see, guys. Rodcast. Bro, I was gonna say, okay, Rodcast, throw out some ideas of what Colin should do. And then, I guess Nazook said that Colin should get himself murdered over there in Canada. So I'm not looking to get Colin murdered. We're just looking to all right, so there, I mean, I am going to be publicly ridiculed because I will have to wear this Jays hat for however long. But how will Colin feel anything at all? Because he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I put a Dodgers hat on and I sent you a picture of it. You know what I'm saying? How do we get this to... All right, guys, you have to say who him is. Both me and Colin are hims. We are hims, bro. At least I presume. So how would we do this? We have 7 minutes to decide. I mean, I don't think the first pitch is gonna matter unless Shohei hits it out the park, then it is going to matter. But Okay, so at a minimum, both of us are going to purchase, depending on who wins, either of us, not both of us, either of us will purchase the opposite team's winning hat and wear it at a minimum. That is what we are going to do. Is that correct, Colin? But for how long? And is that the extent of? Because we gotta. Now, so Colin, here's what I propose to you. Though this is going to be a long drawn out process, right? So, okay, we wear each other's team's hats, right? I'll wear it for whatever amount of time, but I wear it out on the broadcast, so that just shows to like the dirty dozen that I lost, right? So that's my public shaming, my public ridicule. Now, you wear your hat. Okay, so what is the CN Tower, bro? I don't know what CN Tower is. Yeah, so me and Colin are on the same page, at least hats. But so my other suggestion, Colin, and it would be like delayed, is that the next time you got to wear it and whatever, send the image and whatnot. And the next time that you go to a Blue Jays game, you have to send a picture with your Dodgers hat on from the stadium. But yes, I don't know what this tower is, bro. Dang, me not knowing what this tower is has really set off Colin. He has lost all filters. But yeah, bro. I thought that he left off an N and he meant the CNN tower. I don't know. I mean, because his other message up top was insanity to begin with. Building. Well, whatever, bro. I gotta see what you throw out there, bro. This is the negotiation process, which is taking a little bit, and I haven't even tried to go to the truck. It's a negotiation process here, Colin. Okay, well, Colin is taking a long time to type. How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Colin, I could have already got my truck and gone home by now, bro. I think Colin is just trying to delay me so that I can't see the game. And then the Dodgers can't feel my energy there. And they're all like, where's that vato loco, bro? I'm right here, playa. So when Colin decides that, I'm going to go get the truck. And then I will come back and see what's up. But we will leave you guys with honey buns and Mountain Dew. For the homies like you, we have continued the streak. Somehow, we did. Thank the
sunrise creeping, moon fades out. Truck still humming, my mind shouts. Honey buns, wrappers on the dash. Mountain Dew bottles empty fast. Hit the creek line, poles in hand. The Latin assassin makes his stand. Cast so smooth the ripples cry. No fish too smart for his eagle eye. Honey buns and Mountain Dew are fuel all day. Fishing with the assassin, what more can I say? River rolls the stories too, casting dreams anew. Legacy in waters deep, where the echoes groove. Line goes through. Line goes taut with a water beast. Assassin grins, it's time for a feast. Battling scales and wicked darts. This ain't just fishing, it's work of art. Shade cut sharp where we both sit. Sharing tales about hooks that split. Sunburned faces with laughs that burn. Waiting patient for the next fish's turn. Honey bun, sweet sticky treat. With Mountain Dew, the life's complete. Assassin skills, the legend grows. In every ripple is magic Honey buns and Mountain Dew are fuel all day. Fishing with the assassin, what more can I say? River rolls the stories too, casting dreams anew. Legacy in waters deep, where the echoes groove. Legacy in waters deep, where the echoes groove.
All right, rather than put up another song, we're gonna check it. Let's see. All right, let's see. I have to buy tickets, and I'm waiting for you, or for you to wear a hat. What's going on here, Colin? How long are you gonna? I just said, Colin, how long do you want me to wear the hat, bro? I said it was a negotiation. I didn't know I was backed in, so. You wear it till you win or we lose. What are you talking about, dog? Hold on. What? Are you asking me to wear a hat? A hat even though used. Colin. I am American confused here because why do I need to wear a hat right now when nobody's won or lost? Is this how we make gentlemen's agreements in Canada? We'll be like, okay, guys, we shall wear it for the remainder of our lives until something is decided. I don't know how it works. Usually in America, we say, okay, bro, if you lose, then you have to wear this hat for a certain period of time, not, hey, bro, let's wait till eternity. I'm a little confused here, Colin. How long do you want me to wear this stupid hat, Colin? That's all we're trying to get to. And we're just trying to see. You would just have to. I mean, eventually you were going to go to a Blue Jays game anyway, bro. So I just assumed you would have gone to a Blue Jays game, and then you could just wear your hat to a Blue Jays game. I'm not costing you an extra ticket. You were going to go to a Blue Jays game anyway for whatever reason. And if that's not the case and you were not going to a Blue Jays game, well, then let me know, and then we shall negotiate differently. No need for loss of sanity, Colin. 8 minutes into the game, or potentially into the game, I don't know. They might be doing the... All right, guys. The ramp closest to the dock, I don't know. I think it's a little bit, either the rocks have moved over off to the side or it's a little bit, something's wrong with it. I don't know, because I saw my trailer bounce a couple times. It was out there bouncing. So Colin, the ball is in your court, bro. I'll wear the stupid hat for whatever, dog. But, I mean, something within reason. You just have to throw a number out there. Man, I'm not sure if Canadians know how to negotiate. Might be okay. I'll give you Sasquatch, whatever. Unlimited said Sasquatch, this, that, and the other, and also call you names, but I don't know what's going on. So, moderator, do not forget about the crappie in the live well. Let me switch this to stay fill. Oh, that's pump out. We don't want to do pump out. We want to do recirculate. Okay. Now let's see if Colin has finally decided. Colin, are you going to wait until this is 1-0 Blue Jays before you answer how long you would like me to wear to adorn this dumb old hat that says Blue Jays? Colin, I had said that you would send a picture to me with you in your cool Dodgers hat. And then, I mean, I'm a patient man, bro. So the next time you go to a Blue Jays game, it could be 10 million years from now, but I just assumed that you would attend a Blue Jays game. Now, hopefully it's not a Dodgers game. That way, it doesn't make sense for you to be wearing a Dodgers hat, is what I'm saying. So if you go to a Blue Jays game and you have a Dodgers hat when they're playing the Yankees or some other said team, then it would make no sense for you to be wearing a Dodgers hat. And that is when you should wear the hat and then send a picture of you in that hat, because I assume the broadcast will be around by that time. I'm a patient guy, bro. You'll just have to send the picture of you wearing it wherever you would like. It could be at your house, bro. I don't even care, because to me, it doesn't matter. And then we will patiently wait for the photograph of you hanging out with the Blue Jays and some of their fans, and just be all like, whoa, I'm in a Dodgers hat. What's up, homies? And then, you know, see what's up. So, do you agree to those terms, Colin? Because, and I'm not saying go to a game that you wouldn't have already been going to. I'm not trying to cost you money. I'm saying go to a game, because I'm sure that you'd go to a game. You'd be like, all right, I'm going to a game. The clock is ticking, Colin. They've probably already thrown some pitches. I don't know. It's 3-10 in some football games that apparently I'm missing. Some basketball games are on. It says delayed. See, Colin, right here on the ESPN app, it's saying delayed. It's probably delayed because they're waiting on us to make our gentleman's agreement. It says delayed right there, Colin. You're delaying the game. Please, just make your selection there, Colin. Colin is delaying it. Repeat the terms. I'll go to the game. Colin, I shall repeat the terms once more. I shall wear your dumb old Blue Jays hat for, I will say, a period of 2 weeks. A whole month. That's dumb. That's too long. 2 consecutive weeks on the Rodcast. Oh, okay, but hold on, Colin. We gotta, this is a little bit of semantics here. You said, so pics of the Dodgers hat at a game, but the game cannot be the Dodgers, and you must be wearing the hat. It cannot be a Dodgers hat sitting next to you, a Dodgers hat just in the vicinity. It must be on top of your dome, and you must be smiling at the stadium like that and take a picture like, with as many Blue Jays fans as you can get in this selfie like that, bro. Boom. Selfie taking as much of the area behind you as possible with all the Blue Jays fans, but you got to be in the stadium while the game is happening, not outside the stadium saying, haha, look at me, I'm at the stadium. No, dog, you got to be in the game, in your seat with the Blue Jay fans around you with your Dodgers hat. Okay, so we're at 2 weeks. I shall wear it for 2 weeks on the Rodcast, and it will be 14 days. So assuming that I miss a Rodcast for some reason, weather, God, whatever the case may be, you could say whatever you want to those people, bro. I don't care what you tell them. You can say, hey guys, I lost a bet. Can you guys be in this picture and smile or whatever? Now, the Dodgers hat cannot be messed with. It cannot be altered. It cannot say F the Dodgers or F or anything like that. It must be an original hat, a Dodgers hat, as I will not be messing with the Blue Jays hat. I will just put it on my stupid head and be all like, okay guys, it's a land bass assassin. What's up? What's happening? Do I got a peckerwood on my head? Yes, I do. So, that is what I'm saying, bro. 2 weeks, 14 consecutive or 14 Rodcasts, I shall wear it. That is the whole point of a gentleman's wager, bro, so that it could be brutal, because the outcome, it needs to bring pain. All right, Colin, I shall give you a, let me have Jarvis on. I shall give you a digital handshake. Ew, I shall, bro. You see, guys, Colin was waiting for him to see some kind of action. But I don't care, guys. I ain't scared. Whether he struck out, dude, I'd give him a whole entire inning. Whatever. It won't matter to me, dog, because I ain't worried. Just like, well, I was a little worried for the streak today, but I ain't worried about this, dog. We're going to see what's up. So, my homies, now that we've had the agreement, here we go. Colin, best of luck to you and the Peckerwoods. We'll see what happens. But right here, Los Dodgers, bro. That's what's up. So fish around and find out, homies.